Hey there. This is Turtle Island Tetragrammaton. My name is Nick Jeremiah. I'm a genderqueer LGBTQIA plus ally, or gender fluid rather. Don't know the right term, but it's alright. How we identify isn't as important as who we are. And so, what I want to say is my videos are energetic transmission from a space of divine love. And I had the idea today to go back into my history of hip hop music. I've been an experimental electronic hip hop musician. And rapper. Rapping brings me so much joy as I'm able to transmute the shadow and interpret my life. My music is very important to me. I recently did a video going through the worst 20 Dunzo Donalds tracks. That's a fun video because, as I said, even going through my worst tracks, I said there's still some juice there, and you can get a feel for some of the risks I've taken in my music, things that didn't work out, but that's okay. I said, if these are the worst songs, what do you think about the best songs? So this is my Bandcamp page. The URL is dunzoknows.bandcamp.com. And it's just a glimpse into my history. It's cool. What I love is that the internet can archive so much stuff for so long, and then we can reflect on our past creations. Creating brings me a ton of joy, even though some of these songs on my history have been very intellectually challenging, sometimes motivating, but other times more complex emotions are shared in my poetry. I've shared some beat tapes, and that was another video I did recently. I was trying to find some silly beats. So I'll share these past two videos on the link below. And I was trying to find silly beats for Andy Melanakis, who was asking for beats. And I found a couple that I thought might suit his tastes. No response from Andy, I have to say, but I can only imagine that he might have heard them. I sent him 8 beats that I selected from reviewing all my beat tapes. Now, rapping to me is 2 modes. Rapping is something different, and beat making is something different. They're 2 aspects of what I do. Sometimes I blend them together. I will mention this album, One of a Kind, my second album, was all produced by me, and some tracks on Speeding to a Red, some tracks on Passive Impressive from 2017 were produced by me. So a huge sampling of music. And there's nothing more that I like than securing my legacy. And so what I wanted to do a video on today, but first, before I say that, my first album, Demolition Mixtape, pretty legendary, but it comes out it was released in July of 2010. So this year in July will be the 15th year of Demolition. So I'm thinking what I want to do for that. I want to have like a listening party. So maybe I'll throw a listening party on Bandcamp and stream it to YouTube at the same time and open up the chats and see if anyone comes in to hang out with me and listen to Demolition in full. So keep that on your radar. In July, I'm going to take another look at Nicholas J's Demolition mixtape, my first album, and I've come a long way since then. My music hasn't always stood up to the quality test, as I've taken so many risks with my songs. I think going through these 7 tracks, I'll be able to... What am I saying? I'm going through 7 tracks that were slept on. 7 tracks that to me slept on in the sense that, I don't know, they just kind of went unacknowledged in my we don't always give feedback as independent artists. And I'm not like begging for feedback, but I just wanted to review 7 tracks that stood out to me as really powerful. These were just songs. So I was in transparency. I was at work. I was working on a shift, and I was like, man, there are some slept on tracks that are some of my best. I'm not going to say these are my best songs. I'm not sure I could even do a video on that because everyone's taste is different, and I love all these songs. Probably over 200, 300 songs on this Bandcamp website released from the past 15 years. And this is a place I refer to quite often to, an artist likes to listen to their music and try to understand what they were doing and the motivations for some of these songs. It's crazy. I went to open the Demolition mixtape, but the first song on my list is not on this tape. July 21st is when the Demolition was released, and that was my debut to the world. So the first track comes from my 2012 project, One of a Kind. You see the album art? That album art is so silly, but I'm really proud of what I created. In a lot of ways, I'm really proud of who I am. And this was the first one I wanted to show my face. In the Demolition mixtape, I was kind of hiding in a shadow. In my younger years, I took a lot more pictures where I was hiding my shadow. And this was one where I wanted to actually put my face out there and just share who I am. And so I had that funny hat on. My outfits were thrifted. And so that's pretty much how I dressed. And that was when I just started college. I was 2 years into college, and I wanted to produce my whole album. So I produced all these songs on this project. Get Like Me? Was I going to review that one? Yeah, I was. So those are 2 slept on tracks that I feel like didn't get a lot of appreciation, but they do show quite a lot of who I am, especially when you listen to the lyrics and hear my headspace where I was at the time. So the first two tracks are from this project. The first one, Bringin Me Down. I recorded this one early. But some very emotional and deep lyrics. So if you're cool with it, I'm going to play Bringin Me Down and we can listen to it. I get excited when I hear my old raps. And I'll try not to rap along. But let's listen to these 6 songs. You'll join me for about an hour and a half. And we'll listen to them and kind of talk about the lyrics. I don't have the lyrics available. But it's interesting. I've thought to myself, I know all the lyrics to these songs, but some people have a harder time interpreting and understanding them. Bringin' Me Down was a track that I made when I was getting a lot of negative feedback in life. In terms of like, there's a line in there where I say, only get acknowledged when I do something wrong. Fuck a copper and a secret shopper, I gotta move on. I felt like I wasn't getting very much encouragement in life. And that really affected me. Instead of positive messages of love and hope, I was receiving like criticism. And it always bothered me. It wasn't constructive. It was just, I don't know, misaligned. So let's start with the track Bringin' Me Down. This was released from my January 20th, 2012 project. One of a Kind. I'll try to adjust the volume here. And I did make the beat. Here we go.
What's this button do?
What's this button do?
We'll get it on the poppin'. Huh. Yeah. This must be the 1,000th time I've walked this route, and I swear to God I'm running out of shit to talk about. I'd rather listen to the crickets in the grass, thinking about tickets, people getting whizzing past. I'm getting sick of this, I need a change of scenery, cause for the past 6 months my life's been about women and greenery. And I ain't digging that, I need to re-landscape it all, gaping all. Nicholas J. steps out the booth, caping all. This just in, we have a winner, been in the game for 7 winners, still seen as a damn beginner. Might be new to you, but this the 100th time I spit this flow. My life resembles Cake Boss on TLC, I get this dough. Ha, Gucci, but never been real fashionable, still remain rational whenever bitches hassle, bro. Don't pass the draw, how about you pass the thinking cap? Hit this iceberg called life and I'm thinking that we're sinking, brat. And they just keep on bringing me down, and I ain't tryna be brought down. I just wanna spread my wings and fly away, ay. And they insist on bringing me down, but I'm not tryna be held down. I just wanna spread my wings. So motherfucker move. I don't believe in love, I believe it when I see it, cause no one shows me any. They act like I don't need it, but I'ma keep on going, so y'all can please be seated. I call myself fearless cause I haven't been defeated anytime recent, but it's probably just another false front. It's over like a cashed bowl or a roach blunt. They telling me to grow up, get into some positive vibes. That's when I explain to them, oh, you don't know how I've tried. See, I'm tired of talking shit, and I'm tired of being a prick, but I'm so sick of the bullshit. Yeah, I wanna quit my job and don't wanna go to school. Mama, is that cool? Is that alright with you? Now I'm just yanking your chain like I do with these little rappers. Can't wait to be famous, having dinner with movie star actors. And the only thing stopping me is the fear that I might not make it. But the things I'm doing daily, don't know if I can take it. Yeah, but they just keep on bringing me down. And I ain't tryna be brought down. I just wanna spread my wings and fly away, fly away. But they insist on holding me down, and I ain't tryna be held down. I just wanna fly away. So motherfucker move. I wish I had some extra money to spend. And Pat Depp, man, I swear you my best friend. Without you, dog, don't know where the hell I'd have been. Probably be there the day I get hitched, fucking tucks in the wind. Or at least till we both get our feet off the ground. I'm flapping and I'm flapping, sweaty shoes are hammered down. Only get acknowledged when I do something wrong. Fuck a copper and a secret shopper, I gotta move on. This my cry for help. Someone please throw me a rope that says smoke it don't help me to cope. Let me clear my throat. We don't help you focus, it just makes you forget. And that's some shit, cause I'm missing all the things I did. Don't call me Nick D, it's Nicholas J. Get it, might be winded cause I spit it ridiculously. I'm often thrown daps for my shown raps, and that's a known fact like you seen it on a Snapple cap. Bitches, yeah, and they insist on bringing me down. And I ain't tryna be brought down. I just wanna spread my wings and fly away, fly away. And they insist on bringing me down, and I ain't tryna be held down. I just wanna do my thing, so let me do my thing, let me do my thing, yeah. And they probably holding you down. I know you don't wanna be held down. So tell them to fuck off, go ahead, go ahead. They probably bringing you down, and I know you don't wanna be there. You wanna be at the tippy like me? Yep.
Such a cool track. Oh my gosh. The energy on that track is so powerful. My delivery, I was feeling everything I was saying. I was very mad, frustrated, but I was able to direct that into something positive like this creation. And I want to also mention, I'll share the video, why the hell not? I did do a music video for Bringin Me Down. I recorded it in my house. And walking around my house and rapping the track, and I think I actually recorded the video while I recorded the song, so it's almost a live video in some ways. So yeah, hope you will enjoy the Bringin' Me Down music video if you want to listen to that again. Wow, some really powerful bars on that track. The start of the second verse, which I had forgotten, but I don't believe in love, I'll believe it when I see it. No one shows me any. They act like I don't need it. I'ma keep on going, so y'all can please be seated. I call myself fearless cause I haven't been defeated anytime recent. I did kind of, going back through my songs, there's this strong sense of self. I'll just say that. The ego, I was going to say it's egoic, trying to build myself up and inspire my confidence. But the ego has a place in life, and we have to rightly see it. We don't want to lose our ego completely. We need to just make the ego work, and that's with the mind. The mind is typically controlled by the ego unless you pray from spirit guides or from a holy hand. Unless you pray with the divine and allow your higher self to move into you and allow light beings, archangelic consciousness to guide you. If you don't do that, then the ego runs the show. And nothing wrong with that. But we can ask for help from angels and dragons and unicorns. The next track on my list is the last track on this song. Now, I wanted to mention this song. This song's been on my mind for quite a while. And what happens here, at the end of Get Like Me, I say, and I'm done. I'm done forever. I'm on hiatus. And that's interesting because I wouldn't release another album for 3 years. So I did take a long hiatus after producing this body of work, the One of a Kind project. I did take quite a long hiatus, and it's interesting in my life that in 2012 I had a lot of momentum. People were watching me. I was getting a lot. I don't have the stats on One of a Kind, but thousands of people have heard this album and were supporting me. And I had some buzz, but it's not really what I wanted. I didn't want the life of an independent touring musician. So this song, Get Like Me, has a sample from General Lee and the Space Army Band. I heard this sample, and I wanted to make a beat with it, so I just found a drum loop and edited the sample, and it's such a cool beat. It's a really interesting song. My message on the song is like you guys, I was upset. I was like, y'all gotta do like me. Just do like me. Just love each other. Just encourage each other. Just get like me. And I still feel that way sometimes. But this is a powerful message that I'm not sure entirely resonated, but it's a slept on track. People might like it, but if they do, I haven't heard it. I don't know. Don't know if anyone's heard this song, but it's a cool track with an awesome beat, and I had a lot of fun making this one. So let's listen to track 16 off One of a Kind, Get Like Me. Here it is. Yeah, bitches act strange, bitches act funny, but they ain't getting a hand on my goddamn money. See, I ain't no chump, I ain't no dummy. Looking this for free, and tonight you look lovely. See the skyline right up out my window. Teaching newbies how to rap, see it's simple. Hit the kickstand, this is how we roll. Earbuds in position for my music on the go. Stoner stay lit, people that I hang with, every day the same thing, rapping about the same shit. But now we in a different venue as I continue all the shit up on the menu. And I'm assuming that you know who I am. It's Kanye. Now I'm just fucking with you, fam. The God, the shepherd, patrolling all these lamb. Excuse me, sir, ma'am. Why do all the songs on your iTunes sound the same? Who's to blame? Probably what's his name? I'm fucking with that jazz and that funk shit. And you listen to the same old dumb shit. I'm on that old school, that raw shit. And you listen to the same old bullshit.
The highs and the lows of the flows that I know so well. Go to hell if you thinking that I won't be selling rows upon rows in my shows. Strike a pose, who's first to flow knows goes. First the worst, I'm zero to hero. This playalistic pimp type started as a weirdo. And it's still up in my mindset. A word of advice before it's time to jet. Trash talk ain't worth shit when we blast off. I'm talking 3, 2, 1. Get like me. Get like me. Look, get like me. Do the things that I do. If you wanna get through, then there's only one rule. Stop giving a fuck. Some make it, some don't. Convince yourself it's all luck. Get like me. Do the things that I do. If you wanna get through, then there's only one rule. Stop giving a frick. A short book, Nicholas J's tips and tricks. And I'm not talking kick flips. I'm talking guitar licks and card tricks. See, it's all in your mental squirt. Always giggle when I see Paul Wall's dental work shining like a diamond. Maybe cause it is. Rappers need to spend more time with their kids, and boring people need to wake up and live. Cause I'm tired of addressing it as none of my biz. Well, it is sitting down at my lappy toppy, constructing these beats to make you dance like Jabberwocky. Hyped up and geeked out like you just had a coffee. The freshest kid stepping out on college campus in Milwaukee. I'm nothing to be slept on or slept upon. For years now I've kept on keeping on. I'm nothing to be slept on or slept upon. For years now I've kept on keeping on. Get like me. And I'm done. I'm done forever. Like me. I'm on hiatus.
I'm nothing to be slept on or slept upon. And personally, I do wish I had more encouragement, right? Like I said, thousands of people heard this album. No one talked to me about it. No one said, "Wow, I love your album," or gave me any feedback, you know. This was my debut self-produced album. And even if people listened to it, nobody told me they liked it. Nobody told me this song bombed or this song bombed. The most popular track on the album was probably track 4, Do What You Feel, which is not slept on. I think that would be one of the more popular ones from this album. But I could go through others of these, but I'm going through slept on tracks that I feel have a great significance and importance. And the lyrics stick with me to this day because I know they're so strong.
I gotta get something off my chest. I am goddamn sick and fucking tired of you brain-dead, dipshit, idiot, asshole, motherfucking cockroaches that are always disrespecting horror or disrespecting sci-fi.
Those people are NPCs.
So next on our adventure of slept on Dunzo Donalds tracks from my history, tracks that are incredible and powerful. I'm not going to say they're shadow free, but I was having, in some senses, a spiritual evolution. You could see that through my music. And I want to take this minute to talk about speeding to a red and passive impressive. I was very much growing in my exploration of sound, but as well as that, growing in authenticity. You can even tell by the album covers. It was just a quick idea. I said, let me take pictures of whatever I find and see. Let me take a picture of myself in the mirror. Didn't even want to put my head out there because, well, in some ways, you could say I don't have the most confidence at this point in my life, and I was gaining a lot of weight, this was after 2015's Hard to Hate, and this was after I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. And huge confidence drain, but music always brought me more confidence. So I released Speeding to a Red and Passive Impressive in 2017, and that's where these next 3 tracks will be from. Speeding to a Red I worked on first. The tracks are really dark. Passive Impressive was a bit more lighter. But Speeding to a Red had some pretty interesting sonic explorations. And this next track, I wanted to bridge the space between Speeding to a Red and Passive Impressive, and just because this track I'm going to do, Swimming, was a track that probably, if I was to look at these vibe explorations, it didn't fit onto a Speeding to a Red. It should have been on Passive Impressive. But this was a track that was more uplifting and positive, and I wanted to put it on this album for a specific reason. Oh, that's cool. Swimming is 3 minutes and 33 seconds long, which is one of those synchronous angel numbers. I didn't plan that or do that on purpose. And in this song, I talk about my friends excelling in their music careers and myself taking a step back and doing it more as a personal hobby. Track 15, Swimming, was a hidden track for a few years. And I produced the beat myself, I believe. Yep. I was writing this song when I was delivering mail in Milwaukee. I delivered mail at my college. And I would sing this song to myself. And it's a really special one. Some of my friends really like this track. And I just love it. So I'm going to play Swimming now, and we'll listen to it. And in this song, I say this phrase at the end of the song where who I'm speaking on is my friends who I'm proud of, who are going to do music and are taking their dreams into their control and trying to become independent artists. And they all moved out to Los Angeles, California to pursue their dream of making music. I wanted to just do it here in Wisconsin. I wasn't planning to move anywhere. I'd rather get involved with the local scenes rather than trying to make it big and going to LA. But this is what they tried, and they had a profound journey. And I said, I just want to see my crew go wild. They going out west, and I'm just so proud. And then I say, I love you. I love you. So I want to share that encouragement with these friends who I felt like, in some ways, I'll never be able to see you or connect with you ever again. It's almost a farewell. I think Swimming can be seen as a farewell. And then the chorus is, I'm swimming through the multiverse. Which is an idea I found from the Duncan Trussell Family Hour podcast. He often talked about the multiverse of possibilities, and then when we swim through it and ride the waves, that's how we flow in life. And so I was learning to swim. This could also be called Learning to Swim. So let's listen to track 15, Swimming, from my 2017 project, Speeding to a Red.
Yo, I'm flying through space, man, but I'm not a spaceman. So scratch that, erase that. Yeah, that's why we use number twos. No longer feeling blue. Hola, homie, how are you? How we do it is like magic in the air. Hands are in the air. Gladly buy a share of your stock. No doorstop, we swang it when the beat drops. And if they come out straight, control, alt, delete cops. Cause this my universe, I knew it since my birthday. And ever since the first grade, I never celebrate Earth Day. Cause I'm one with it, thank God we got the sun to live. Blanket of stars and we're under it, wondering. I just wanna be a child again and smile from within. Been a while since I did. I just wanna be a child again and smile from within. Been a while since I did. I'm swimming through the multiverse. I'm swimming through the multiverse. I'm swimming. Doing the breaststroke, feeling like a fat frog. Are we just Big Bang molecules? Is that all? Hard to believe when this much love surrounds me. Be all that you can be. Hot, we just climbing trees. No watch, no clocks, no time for your schedule. I feel so incredible, can hear it in my syllables. I'm just a silly dude, pretty cuckoo in the gray matter. Might just leave your brain splattered. Hey, batter. See, I'm not sad or anything right now, and I don't miss that or anything right now, and I just wanna see my crew go out. They going out west and I'm just so proud. I love you, 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 I love you. I'm swimming through the multiverse. I'm swimming, just swimming, just swimming. I'm swimming through the multiverse. I'm swimming, I'm swimming, I'm swimming. I'm swimming, I'm swimming through the multiverse. I'm swimming, I'm swimming, I'm swimming. I'm swimming, I'm swimming through the multiverse. I'm swimming, I'm swimming, I'm swimming.
Well, that's the last track. I'm tearing up a little bit. This song is so emotional to me. because I had wrote it, not long. It's tough. My father passed away in 2012. And I loved him. And on that track I say, going through grief, processing grief. I say I don't miss Dad or anything right now, and I had to live life. I had to work. I had to go to school. I couldn't stop my life just to grieve. Very beautiful harmonies on that track. You can really feel the power of lyrics on that song. Processing everything. And this, the whole fucking album, man. It's just, it's not an expression of grief, but the whole album, I just wanted to end it on that positive note with that song at the end. The next track on my list is from the companion album, Passive Impressive. The song is called Gradients. I produced the beat, and this was one of the first times that you can hear in the song I rap the first verse and give it a lot of space, and I let the beat play. I wanted to let the music and the melody speak for that moment. And I want to say this was after in college I took a meditation class which profoundly changed my life. It was definitely the best decision I ever made. To take that space and to learn from higher guidance. And I think this song really conveys some of what I learned in beginning meditation. And I explore that a little bit and what it's like to be to meditate, to bring meditation into our lives. And we'll just listen to it. I made the beat and just wrote 2 verses. And this is a slept on song. A good friend of mine refers to some of the lyrics in this song about which left an impact on him. The lyric was, "How could I explain myself to those who don't create? I do this to hit neutral, not concerned with being great." I did feel that in my expressions. I would share my creations and people wouldn't understand them maybe. People wouldn't, well, I don't know how much enjoyment people got out of these albums, but these were very significant creations in my timeline. And this song specifically conveys a sense of spaciousness where I finally took the chance to just let the beat play. I take a step back, do my verses, but give the music a chance to speak and take that pause and that rest. So let's listen to track 5, Gradients, from my 2017 album, Passive Impressive.
So hard-headed, I could probably break a board in half. Used to get so bored in class without some sort of graph. Assorted maps left me clueless, wonder if I had a place in it. Complacence got a taste of it like bacon bits. I'm tripping, I'm living each and every day. I give it all I have, every minute, every hour on my path. If you asked, sword or the staff, and there's not a lot of middle ground unless you pick the meditation pad and sit around. And if you do, promise the whole show gets exposed into the inner self like a hole in the ozone. Flows gone wild, metaphors in the ravine, in between something tangible and something unseen. How could I explain myself to those who don't create? I do this to hit neutral, not concerned with being great. It's a calling, will I pick up the phone or let it wait? Sometimes I sit in silence, meditate on time and space. Been walking through this wilderness alone with a flashlight. Dunzo goes with rap like Tony Hawk to a half pipe. I remember used to be entranced with materials. Now they almost always hold me back from my spiritual. I'm healing, right? Let me do this work if you're hearing right. Sonic sound waves, central senses for the cleansing. Let me see those lenses. So dusty, how you see a thing? Many multiple perspectives, tell me how you see the thing. Lately I've been interested in magic, do you have it? No, you can't hold it, grasp it, yeah, you can only imagine. What gives you the strength to push when everyone gave up? They drinking on a Thursday cause everyone saved up. How could I explain myself to those who don't create? I do this to hit neutral, not concerned with being great. It's a calling, will I pick up the phone or let it wait? Sometimes I sit in silence, meditate on time and space.
That's Gradients. I wonder why I titled the song Gradients. And my only reflection is I found that the color palette of the sunsetting sky, the sunset, is a beautiful gradient in the sky. From blue to red to orange to pink sometimes. Sometimes the clouds turn pink. Isn't that cool? And so many times I've just stared at the sunset and appreciated nature's beauty. So if I was to say why I called it gradients, that might be why. The lyrics speak for themselves. I won't reflect on it. I'm healing, right? Let me do this work if you're hearing right. Sonic sound wave, central senses for the cleansing. Let me see those lenses. Oh, just a minute. I'll have to pause. I'll be right back in a second. getting ready and head over there. Well, before I continue, I think I can finish. No, I'll stop the video there and I'll do a part 2 where I talk about the last 3 slept on Dunzo tracks. Now, if you're interested in hearing my music or supporting my work on YouTube, Bandcamp, WordPress, X, then consider just supporting my music, buying an album. Maybe you buy it and don't even download it. But if you get value from my videos, please consider supporting my music on Bandcamp. That's how I'm doing it. That's where it's at. And if you want to listen to more, there's a bunch of more music there. And thank you so much for sharing this stream with me and listening to these tracks. So I'll see you in a part 2 coming in the next few days. Good night.